Welcome to another episode of Daily Gym. Growing a business means hiring the right kind of people. Not just people that have the skills that you're looking for, but also people that are passionate and motivated towards what you're trying to accomplish. Hiring, however, is not an exact science yet and is more or less a guessing game. So as an early stage founder, when you only have a handful of people and you're trying to go to 15, 20, 30 people, the people that you bring in, you try to think about passion level and motivation, because the skills can be learned over time. And once the company gets bigger, you can easily hire for people that have the right skill set, because at that point, the corporate culture has been established, and that will affect the motivation and energy level of any new people that you bring in. But at an early stage, when you don't have so many people and the corporate culture is still very in an infant stage, passion becomes one of the key things that you have to work on. What I generally try to do when I work with new companies or startups, or in my case, when I try to manage people or a group of people, I always start with the question of, why did you join this group, or why did you join this company? At this point, of course, I pay attention to the content or the words that they actually say, but I pay even more attention to the facial expressions, the body language, the tone of voice, because what I'm trying to identify with this question is, are they passionate or not towards what we are trying to accomplish? Either way, it doesn't, even if they're not so passionate, it doesn't mean I immediately try to kick them out. In many countries, it's very difficult to fire people, but I just need to approach these people and work with them in a slightly different way. If I feel the energy level is there and the passion level is there, I follow up with the question of, what is it you want to do now in the company, and what is it that you want to do in maybe 3 or 5 or 10 years, depending on the age of the person. The reason I ask these two questions is I want to see what idea they have of what they want to do within the company, but also I want to see what is their passion towards the future. And it might be that it's something outside of your company, but I always want to try and train the people towards that direction and have that relationship even down the road, because who knows how it pays dividends later on in life. On the other hand, if the person is not so passionate, I feel it becomes difficult to ask them what they want to do, because they might not really know. And even if they know, it might not be exactly in line with what you as a company try to accomplish, because at that point, they're still thinking more about themselves rather than the company. So the question I generally ask in that case is, what do you like to do? If people focus too much on hobbies, like let's say I enjoy playing soccer or I enjoy reading a book, it's not a bad thing because you get to know them better. But I really want to know what kind of activities they enjoy doing. So I would probably hone in on what do you enjoy doing while working, or what do you enjoy doing while studying? Many times you will hear answers like, I enjoy researching, or I enjoy talking with people, or I enjoy taking care of others, or coming up with training systems. So in that case, I try to align what they enjoy doing with what the company actually needs. From that point on, I try to follow up with both groups of people on a weekly basis and see how the progress is going. As long as you keep emphasizing with even the non-passionate people about the enjoyment, slowly you can start adding responsibilities to them and say, you've been doing a really good job. How about trying this activity? And slowly over time, you can see if this person can take on more responsibilities, growing the company and keep them on long term, or if after 3 months, they simply tend to do one thing, which doesn't add so much value to the company, and you don't see the energy and passion level growing. You might have to have a serious talk with them and see if it's better to split up rather than keep people on board. This is all I have to say for today's episode. Everybody have a nice day, and I will be back with another one tomorrow.